No, YouTubers, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. We have a worm problem. There's another one, there's another one. That's a good worm problem, isn't it?
Yeah, buddy.
Get it down to the same size as the collar. Look at it. And it's throwing them things right out, isn't it? Is the collar down here? Yeah. Oh, let me go get the collar. Been this route before, haven't you? Oh, here we are. This is what we're making this kind of stuff. Gets good down in the light. The last cut though, it's got to be cut with the outer collar on it. Them things are pretty blue. Damn, that's 7. Taking this time.
Should need about 30,000 to go.
Ouch.
Might be hot.
You could cook on them things coming off of there, couldn't you? Is there a way to figure out the angle that they got on this one?
I would have to put the straight edge across and feeler gauge it, I guess.
Well, you can see it was just hitting right on the very edge like it's supposed to. Guess this really doesn't need to be that wide. Making rings off the back, ain't you? We gotta get some of these curlicues out. I'm the cleanup man.
That should be it for the real thing.
Of course, I'm trying to do this with the wrong hand. Yeah, they get pretty far out here, don't they? Them things got everywhere. Look at that, you just got my floor dirty. Look at all the chippies. Look at all the chippies. That's what we look like now. Now we got to put a bevel on the outer ring, right? And then put the outlet collar on it, and
Yep.
we're getting there, guys. Got to take what, a feeler gauge and try to figure out how much slope is on this thing. These here, if you didn't know, this is not flat. This has got a taper to it. I don't think that this is going to show it in there because the saw only hits on this very outer ridge. It's supposed to have 3 degree, I think, slope here, down. So the saw just hits here because the saw wiggles back and forth in there. It's got to have wiggle room. So,
Then again, at the outer edge, when you come together,
they got to be the,
watertight fit.
yep.
Should be. All set. I think I want to do this.
Can you see that little, I think you need to move the light closer down.
Or you get that light to do anything you want it to, it'd be a miracle.
Can you see we're looking for that little angle right there.
Three sheets go in there good. Let's jump up a ways. I don't think that's gonna work. That's 8. But our widths aren't exactly the same, so we're gonna have to do something about that. See, that out there is different from the outer one, which really shouldn't be. When you tighten the saw up, did it move it
No,
with this setup?
no, it didn't move. I checked that.
That's the one we really ought to be using. That's the one we're trying to duplicate.
See the angle he's trying to find there, guys? What feeler gauge you got there?
That's a 4,000th. So, the proper number is 3. Apparently. Well, didn't you tell that other guy that machined your stuff you wanted 3?
I think so.
It's more like 3.5.
Well, it could have squished out over the years.
No, they squish flat.
And that's what I mean. That would lower your.
No, that's about it. 3,000ths. 483 in. Got that?
3 at 483.
So where is that? I think it is inside the don't go through. See, it's back in there someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Problem. So, now what you gotta do is figure out approximately what angle set the compass. Try 1 degree.
You remember measure it?
I would think. A little bit too heavy. However, we're We should write this down. What the angle that is. Call Waynesboro, see what
All right, guys, I'm gonna bring you back in a little while when we go to cutting it, or I guess we're gonna be cutting it in a couple minutes, aren't we?
won't be too long.
Can you see your degrees in there?
Oh, yeah. I just don't want to hit my grip. That's what we got this for.
Well, theoretically, you could just go up and touch and measure the point and then go, or measure the point from the back side and then come out and see what your distance is, couldn't you?
Yeah, we can try that. Started at 0 on the outer edge and running in.
Well, no, on the inner edge. You got to do it on the inner edge because it's.
You can measure the inner edge.
You can't do that because.
Oh, you're right. It's the wrong way. It's square. Okay.
I win one.
Yeah, you did. Your head's working today. I'm not on it. I just come back from a funeral and I'm just not on it.
Well, I can understand that. I ain't on it on a good day.
There you go.
You don't know that you got that in. Well, it wouldn't make any difference whether that's in.
I want that thing on around there like that.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take this in here.
The very inside, you might have a problem here.
No, I don't think so.
No, you got it. Just go in and touch it, and then back out and measure it.
Where? I see.
Pretty small.
I can't see the gap.
Can the field gauge see the gap? Nope. So it's more than 1 degree, ain't it?
If I'm correct. Where I set back here.
Well, you want to set a 1 field gauge at the back and then set a.
I can feel it.
Yeah, you can see it comes off the mark.
It's just barely starting to bite it right there.
So maybe it needs 3 degrees.
No, maybe it needs 2.
2.
So we'll do that. Here, make so useful here. At least me.
I am. I'm helping all those people out that bugged you at the thing to get this done. You owe me.
Okay. I would pay him off in Coke, but you know what? He went to Pepsi. Traitor.
I am.
Traitor.
Coke's getting too greedy. Now, I wonder if you could have put a dial indicator on there and indicated it. Well, I guess it
if you had something
to go by.
If you had an original one in here, you could indicate.
Right.
But right now you're indicating to a square. Wouldn't really work, would it?
No. But I'm saying if you knew what that figure was, you could just set it to 0 and then go to indicated it. But I guess it depends also how far out you are from your fulcrum.
If we would have paid attention in school,
If we would have known that.
we probably could have calculated it. But we didn't.
You want more light? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen if you had too much of an angle? Oh,
Not a lot. It's still going to bite on the outside edge, is it not?
I would think. Happy with what you got?
That'd be enough to take a slice across it and see what we come up with.
Smokey the Bear says,
this is still easier than doing them when you're on the mill. You know that? It seems excessive. Does it not?
not really. I think it's fine. I don't think it matters.
Really? Yeah.
Now you're gonna blow it all to heck anyway.
What do you mean?
With that.
He was trying to touch this outside corner. Just the slightest little bit. So the collar will blow on it flat.
Feels pretty good. Now we got to put the other collar on the nut in and face it.
Outside the diameter, yes. You got to get to the FD. You care about where the pins line up?
You want to put the pins in it?
I'm wondering.
I only see one pin here. Where'd the other pin go?
It fell on the floor.
Oh, it did?
Yes, it did. On this side. Right there.
Try.
See the pin now?
Huh?
Can you see the pin now?
I can.
But I don't know if the pins are going to go in with the stuff that's in these holes.
You got your little deburrer, or should we leave the burrs on and just shove the pins in?
Maybe. See, it's got stuff in there.
Where'd that come from? Does it look like this?
Yeah, give her a squirt.
I can't. I'm running out of hands.
Ah, run out of hands.
Blow out the keyhole too while you're there. I don't know which side is the fat side and which side is the thin side. Well, they went in.
Start in there?
Yeah, that one's a little... Are you gonna bang them in?
Hope we got our depth right. It looks right. You can see where the saw was. No, we didn't.
The depth on the, well, it's all right with the saw in there, but it ain't good for that, is it?
No, it should go completely together.
No,
So when there's no saw in the mill, you can close it. You know?
Whoops.
Mathematical error again.
Mathematical error.
I guess they're at the bottom of the groove.
Guys, we're going to take a station break. We got to find out what the problem is here. Because these are not down in deep enough.
Huh. Did you see that?
Yeah. That one was tighter. One was always tighter than the other.
Yeah, I don't figure that out either.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, the pins are a different size.
Well, I'm not saying that either. Anyhow, we'll bring you back in a little bit. Bye-bye.